Exactly, and the point that you just brought up too about honing a craft and that learning something, and I want to say as a promoter too, every single show. No, I just want to say every single show we learn something. Every single show, you would think that you'd go into a show and you'd think, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get here and I'm going to put this on. I learned something every single show. So I am so grateful to be able to do this and put this on. And the only reason that I'm here actually is because of Brad. He's actually the visionary of everything. He was the visionary with the Emerald Cup. Yeah, he wanted to date me and asked me if I wanted to do a show with him. So.
actually, we met when I was promoting a show, the Western Washington.
I remember how.
With Sergio Oliva.
Yeah, Sergio. That's where I met Sergio.
And then Elaine and I met there, and we started dating after that show, and then the rest is history. We started the Emerald Cup.
Yeah, and then we did the Emerald Cup, and 2 weeks later we flew to Hawaii and got married, and so now we're actually coming on 34 years of marriage, even though it's the 35th Emerald Cup. Because
well, Brad asked me to marry him first, but I turned out.
Wait, no, but Kim, she asked me to marry her. That's
well, what's going on here?
It's like a vicious triangle here. Right?
I did. I asked.
Well, Brad's a heck of a catch. You got to admit that. I mean, seriously, he's a great guy.
Oh my God,
guys, I'm gonna take a second to tell you a little bit about this. And Brad, no one's putting me up to this. Brad Craig is one of the most awesome individuals that I know, and I'm dead serious about this. This guy, back before the Emerald Cup was even a big show, I used to walk with Brad downtown Seattle from restaurant to bar to wherever we were, to gym, each building, and this guy would go, great personality, would start talking to the owners. Even if they didn't want a poster up, by the time we left, we might have 5 posters up in their building. So, I mean, Brad had, and it still does, very magnetic but very honest personality. And I'll tell you what, I think everybody who comes in contact with him realizes that, which is one of the reasons why he's so, and Elaine as well, are so well known across the whole country. I mean, you could go to any promoter anywhere in this country, anywhere in the world, and they're going to know who the Craigs are. But that's all due to personality, his hard work ethic, as well as Elaine's hard work ethic. So if you guys don't really know Brad and Elaine Craig, take a second when you come to one of these shows, go ahead and talk to them. I mean, you're talking about real personable people, and I guarantee you're going to walk away. And
you can always walk up to Brad and say, "Hey, Brad, I would love a poster."
Yep.
Because he will give you a poster.
Yep.
Well, you
want a poster? That's
Kim.
But don't get Brad cross. He's also a tough guy. I want you guys to know. I can give you some other stories on that as well.
No. That's for another film.
No, that's for another film.
Well, that's funny because those days with posters are almost gone because the digital age is here. Remember back in the day, when we started promoting shows, they had to actually typeset our posters, and then we had to go to another place to get the color separation done. And now it's all done digitally. You can do.
Brad, you tried to get me to go to the color separation.
Oh,
place too, but go ahead.
We had to actually. So when we would typeset it, you had to pay for each letter typeset on a poster. So back then our posters at the very beginning were really small because we had to pay for every little typesetting, every picture, anything.
Back in the day, there wasn't all these. It's hard to do the logos and stuff because it was all a metal plating. These little letters are all metal. You have a typesetter that did all that. That industry's gone. As soon as the digital age came upon us. And same with the color separation. It used to cost us $3,000 or $4,000 just to color separate a poster.
He would do amazing posters.
Well, what about with Dean Williams doing all artwork? Now that was
the original artwork.
And he did a great job.
That was nice. He did some beautiful work.
We still have
and Alex and Andrew Posada.
We still have a lot of our posters, and actually, I know we're going to be able to we're going to put them on this page too, so we'll be able to show some old posters.
Some of the old artwork, original artwork.
The artwork that we had.
Just an idea.
Yes,
but
anyway, and originally the posters were Brad's idea to make them beautiful artwork because his idea was he wanted these posters to hang up. From a marketing standpoint, to hang up forever in a gym, people would keep them up year after year. So it ended up brilliant from a marketing standpoint, but also as far as that goes, we were able to produce some amazing artwork posters.
Amazing.
We had some amazing artists.
I mean,
artists.
Dean Williams, Andrew.
What are the brothers too?
Andrew and Alex Posada. They did some fun work. Remember the underwater shot with the sharks and the King Neptune.
And I have to say, Daryl Peterson.
Oh,
I
yes.
remember
Photographer.
Daryl. Yeah.
Daryl, before the artwork came in,
Yes.
Daryl Peterson was doing some
Daryl
phenomenal
Peterson
photography work.
is one of the most
Sure. I
amazing
remember Daryl.
photographers, and we were so lucky and
So
so,
blessed,
honored
huh?
and so blessed because he would shoot our Emerald Cup poster every single year. So if we didn't have somebody to do artwork, he would step up and say, "Hey, I'll do the poster."
Now, what was Brad's
So he
inspiration
did
for
it.
this? I can see now my picture of Brad being inspired by this, sitting around in one of the big toga robes with grapes and you fanning him. I have it. I know
It's a
exactly
lot
what
of
we're going to
work.
use for the poster. Yes, that was a lot of work.
It was
a lot
almost
of work.
exactly like that.
Come on, Brad. Think of something. Think of something, please. I can't come up with anything. I need you.
Exactly. No, Elaine's a great marketing person herself. She's
Yeah, I believe it.
phenomenal at
Yeah,
that.
and she's
In
always
fact,
active.
That's what
as a
you were
marketer.
going to college for. I mean, it was marketing. I mean, it's.
I was a marketing major in college, but I have just been so blessed to be around you because you
thank
are,
you.
and this has.
Yeah, I told you how
this
good a
is
guy he
yeah.
was, didn't I?
This is all impromptu.
Okay.
So we haven't rehearsed anything, but I have to say that my husband is absolutely amazing in his creativity and just his vision with the Emerald Cup. You were the one who basically had the original vision for the show. You started the shows before.
No,
and
don't tell
I
him
know
that. I can see his head right now. But go ahead.
well, I didn't
No,
add
he
that.
did.
I know he wanted to
deserves the
date me,
credit.
and that was the way he
He
could do it
deserves the
because
credit.
he was
He
afraid
does.
to ask me out. So he
Afraid?
You
He
were?
said, "I'll do a show with you."
That's not in the 35
No,
years,
no,
by
no,
the
no.
way, guys.
Wait.
We're going off track here for a second.
Yeah, no. So anyway,
we won't go on
no,
there.
no, we
She
won't
started.
go there.
I think she slipped something into one of my drinks. What?
But
No,
anyways,
it's-
go ahead.
That was it. But anyway,
Anyways.
we'll go back to the show, back to the posters.
absolutely.
I want to stay on
Absolutely.
the posters because we have been very fortunate to have just amazing
Beautiful post.
people, yes, and amazing athletes
Oh.
that have been featured on our
Oh,
posters.
absolutely,
Lee
yes.
Labrada,
Oh.
Shelley Beatty,
Oh, Shelley.
Sharon Bruneau. We
Yes.
have
Corey
I've been
Everson.
wrong.
Corey, a lot of the greats, and with
Wow.
a person we didn't mention also in the posters has been Ron Dunn, and he did
He's
that.
done a lot of beautiful artwork too.
Yes, that one eclectic poster,
Oh, the pop art. Yeah.
pop art. Yes.
Yes, he did with the 25 year. I think that was.
So
it.
we have
Or was that
all
the
the-
30-year
It
anniversary?
was the 30-year
30-year
anniversary, and they
anniversary.
have all these different athletes featured on there. And I have one poster that I have quite a few of the athletes signed, but I haven't been
that's
able
so
to get
cool.
them all signed, and it's
That
my
is so
goal
cool.
before I die
That's
to get
so
them all
cool.
signed
Like,
on
I
that
like
poster.
that idea,
So
and
it's
obviously
really
save
neat.
those. Let's talk about some of the athletes and some of the guest
Yes.
posers. First of all, I'll tell you, I don't know your guys' favorite year, but my favorite year, 8-time Olympia champion Ronnie Coleman,
Right.
4-time Mr. Olympia Jay Cutler. So you got 12 Olympia titles
Right.
on one stage, guest posing together, along with Gunther Schlier.
Gunther.
Gunther, who was 4th in the Olympia.
Yeah.
You're talking about 3 of the most phenomenal bodies ever in the history
Oh, that was
of
unbelievable.
bodybuilding.
Yeah.
On one stage, guest posing.
That
at
was
the same time.
unbelievable.
I don't know if that's happened anywhere else.
I don't know, but I'm sure it has a Jim Mannion show. He gets all
Well,
of
I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking 12 Olympia titles, Brad. That's a lot of Olympians.
It is, and one of my favorites. One of my favorites was just because I was kind of viewing it through his perspective, and that was Dorian Yates back at the Paramount Theater.
Yeah.
We were the first one to get him to guest pose in the United States. We worked a deal back in those days. Promoters worked with each other. Like he was coming from England, so it's an expensive air flight from England. So we worked out. We got 3 guest posings, one on the East Coast, one down in California, I think one up here, and ours was the first one in the leg. It was first 3 guest posings in America, and this was after he took 3rd in the Night of Champions, and he was up and comer, and then I think the next year he won the Olympia. I can't remember. Maybe he was 2nd in the Olympia, but it was not
Very
too
good
long after that he won the
sure.
Olympia. But Dorian came up, and he was on the Paramount Theater, and I remember him looking out from behind the curtains, and he was looking at the crowd clear. And he just goes, "Oh my God! I didn't realize there was going to be this many people here." And he just stood there and was like looking up into the the upper balconies, and every seat is taken, And I said, "Well, they're here to see you, Dorian." And he said, "Well, I'll do my best, And
looked great.
he went out there, and people just were blown away by him. I mean, he was.
Big guy.
He wasn't in contest shape, obviously, but he was phenomenal. I mean, and a lot of people hadn't seen anything like that back in those days.
I hear that a lot, though, from competitors. You guys would be surprised because you don't always hear this from the pros, from guys who've never been to the Emerald Cup, when I'm walking around out there in the crowd or whatever I'm doing, just stop me and go, this is unbelievable. This is phenomenal. This isn't anything I expected. And to hear that over and over again and multiple times throughout each year tells you that, you know.
Well, you know, some people still think there's up in, you think of Seattle, they think of lumberjacks and coffee I mean, yeah. No, but I mean, they don't
Mullets, right. Okay,
they don't know what to expect when they come up here. But it's a great area, and we've got some great bodybuilders and support up here with the spectators. And I do want to touch on that a little bit, Kim. We've had so much help over the years through our various workers and staff and volunteers, and we've had a loyal set of volunteers and staff. Like Gary Reed was with us for over 30-something years, you know, and didn't miss an Emerald Cup. He's missed the last one or two, but I mean, you know, he's in his 70s now, so I mean, we all get a little older. And
his son Stuart did our music from the time he was 12 years old until he
just
retired this last year.
Yeah.
So we've had crew that they have stuck with us the whole time, and they're also a part of the Emerald Cup.
Exactly.
There are the Craig Productions crew. They're not here today because we only have three seats, and also they haven't been here for 35 years.
This is kind of like the band here, the three original members of the band. It's crazy to think all three of us have been involved in some capacity of the Emerald Cup.